So day one of official sleep training for naps. I'm actually filming this the day after day one, and I did start this sort of sporadically last week. So she was 11 weeks old last week, and I started just out of the blue, putting her down for naps and walking out, but I wasn't doing that for every nap, and so I wanted to track my journey and officially start something consistent and regular with every nap. So yesterday I did that, and I thought I did write some notes of how it went, so I'm just going to share those notes with you. But the day before yesterday, day before day one, she had a really bad day. We all had a bad day. She did not nap hardly at all, and the naps that she did have were not good, not long, they were terrible. She was so overtired, she was hysterically crying, and she's never been like that. She's 12 weeks this week, and it was just a really rough day. It was a really rough day for everyone. So when we had day one, that's kind of the prelude to the nap journey on day one. So for her morning nap, I'm just going to look at my notes. She'd been awake for just over an hour and a half, so basically an hour and a half. So I'm trying a 90-minute wake window, and I've been struggling to know what the right wake window is for her, because I've done an hour and a half, I've done 2 hours, and I'm not sure which one. And I know 2 hours seems like a long for like 12-week-old, but she just doesn't seem to have any tired cues at all. So anyway, I'm doing an hour and a half because maybe I was making her overtired, and that's why her naps haven't been that good. So anyway, put her down in her cot. This was like around 8:30 in the morning, and so we start the day at 7 a.m. Trying to keep that start time, the first feeding of the day at 7 a.m. no matter how the night went, which is hard sometimes. So put her down, swaddled her, kissed her on the cheek, walked out of the room, and she cried for 7 minutes and fell asleep. So I have a 10-minute timer, and literally I am watching that timer like constantly, waiting for the 10 minutes to be up so I can go in there if I need to, or because I want to soothe her and settle her. But she didn't make the 10 minutes, she fell asleep in 7 minutes, so that was great. And she slept for an hour and 41 minutes, so I was so happy, because she's been waking up at 30 minutes, she's been waking up at 40 minutes, she's been waking up at 45 minutes, and like consistently. And it's called the 45-minute intruder, which means that babies have like sleep cycles, and a normal sleep cycle lasts between 40 and 50 minutes, and she's always waking up in the first cycle and not being able to transition into the second sleep cycle, and it was just driving me insane. So I was really happy that she made an hour and 41-minute nap in the morning, and usually her naps in the morning are easier for her to go down, and usually a bit longer than the ones the rest of the day. So anyway, second nap of the day, second morning nap or midday nap, put her down to self-settle her, and walked out of the room, set the timer, and literally within 4 minutes she was like hysterical. It wasn't just a cry, it was like a cry that I wasn't willing to just let her cry it out. So I went in there, picked her up, held her, calmed her down, put her back in her cot, and rocked her for like 2 minutes, and she fell asleep. So she slept for 45 minutes for her second nap of the day. So she woke up, and I think I tried to let her cry a little bit, but I went in there, I think, after 2 or 3 minutes of her crying. For the third nap of the day, so this is like afternoon, put her in there, did my routine of swaddling, singing a song or rocking it, just patting her just a little bit and then putting her down, kissing her, walking out of the room. Put my 10-minute timer on, and she self-settled in 15 minutes with 11 minutes of crying. So I have the 10-minute timer, and if she's sounding like she's like slowing down with her crying, like it's not really strong, it's sort of, you know, stagnant, it's like she cries and then she stops for a bit and then she cries again, I will just keep waiting because I don't want to prolong the crying by going in there and then her thinking that I'm going to pick her up and the nap's over kind of thing. So I just was trying to wait it out. So I did, and she had 11 minutes of crying and she still settled in 15 minutes. So she did a 44-minute nap. So she woke up in her first sleep cycle. Then for the fourth nap of the day, which is her last nap of the day one, put her down, same routine. She self-settled in 8 minutes and really wasn't crying much at all. Very weak, whimpering, like no strong crying. So that was amazing. And also another amazing thing is that she slept for an hour and 36 minutes. And I think I woke her up. I'm not sure. No, I think she woke herself up. So I was so happy that she made 2 naps of the day going through her first sleep cycle. So I was very, very happy. So that was day one of like official nap training. I'm going to do the nighttime sleep training, but at the moment she doesn't really need it because she just literally goes down in the night and doesn't even cry or anything. Like once I feed her, I put her down. She's still awake, but she just goes to sleep. Sometimes I rock her a little bit, but I'm not doing the sleep training for her nights yet. So I will. I'm just not ready for that yet, just because I'm exhausted at the moment because of our sleep problems that we're having in the night time. So until I get myself more sleep and more able to emotionally deal with it, I'm not going to put myself under that pressure and stress to do sleep training in the night time as well. So I'm just doing this vlog to hopefully encourage or share my journey, just to show you what I'm going through, and hopefully it can help you and give you some confidence. And I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know how long I'm going to do this for. So come with me on the journey, and let's hope we can support and encourage one another as mothers, because being a mum is amazing, but it's so hard in so many different ways, especially sleep, this whole sleep thing. No one tells you about the challenges that you will have when you're trying to get your baby to sleep, and it can be really, really tough. So let's all just uplift one another, and I hope that you can get good sleep for your baby too, if you have one, if you're watching this. So see you for day 2.